What if the most dangerous thing you do for your heart happens before you even get out of bed? Not your diet, not your medication. Something quieter. Something you've done every single day for decades and nobody has ever warned you about it. 89% of seniors are doing this right now, tonight, tomorrow morning, and it is silently destroying their arteries while they sleep. They aren't telling you this, but I am. My name is Dr. Adam Carter, and today I'm going to tell you something that could change everything you thought you knew about your morning routine and your heart. I've spent over 22 years inside the medical system. I've seen what works, what doesn't, and what they choose never to tell you. Today, I'm telling you everything. Here's what's happening inside your body every single morning, and once you understand the physics, you'll never ignore it again. Your arteries are supposed to be flexible. When you're young, the walls behave like a brand new rubber band. They expand when your heart pumps, then snap back smoothly, keeping pressure stable and your heart relaxed. But after 60, that changes. Think of an old garden hose left outside through 10 winters. It doesn't flex anymore. It resists. It holds tension. The same amount of water now creates far more pressure inside that rigid tube. Your arteries work on identical physics, and after 60, the walls don't just stiffen from age, they thicken. Decades of blood flow, inflammation, and stress build layers of resistance. What was once a flexible highway for your blood becomes a narrow, rigid corridor. Your heart pushes harder, your pressure climbs, silently, invisibly, every single minute. Now here's what makes mornings uniquely dangerous. While you sleep, your body runs at low demand. Your heart rate drops, your blood pressure falls. Your blood thickens, becomes more viscous because you've gone 8 hours without water. Think of honey sitting in a cold jar overnight. It thickens, it barely moves. Your blood does the same thing. Then your alarm goes off. In seconds, your body surges from quiet sleep into full waking mode. Cortisol spikes, your heart rate jumps, and all that thick, sluggish blood suddenly leads to move through arteries that are already stiff, and even stiffer after hours of inactivity. The pressure spike that follows is not gradual. For many seniors, it's sudden and severe. Cardiologists call it the morning surge, and it is one of the leading silent triggers of heart attack and stroke. Not at the gym, not during an argument, but in the quiet of the early morning before breakfast. And if you sit up fast, swing your legs over, and stand immediately, you've just created a perfect cardiovascular storm inside your body, every single morning. I want to tell you about David, a 68-year-old retired science teacher I treated several years ago. David did everything right. He took his medication without missing a single dose. He cut salt from his diet years earlier. He walked 30 minutes every morning, 5 days a week. His numbers at clinic appointments looked borderline but manageable. His cardiologist told him, "Keep it up, David. See you in 6 months." Then, one Tuesday morning, David woke up and the right side of his face felt numb. His words came out wrong. It lasted 20 minutes. His wife drove him to the emergency room. It was a TIA, a mini-stroke. Scans showed years of small vessel damage from repeated, unmanaged pressure spikes. Not the readings taken calmly at 2 p.m. in a clinic. The spikes happening every single morning in the first 90 minutes after he woke up. When I asked David to walk me through his morning, I heard it immediately. Alarm at 6:15, sit up fast, legs over the side, stand up, walk to the bathroom, gulp his pill down with water, head out for his walk. Every morning for years, David had been unknowingly triggering a cardiovascular surge at the most vulnerable moment of his day, and not one doctor had ever asked him how he got out of bed. I spent 2 hours with David that afternoon. I showed him the data. I watched his face shift from confusion to disbelief to quiet, heartbreaking anger. Why didn't anyone tell me this? I didn't have a good answer, but I made him a promise. What I teach him, I will teach as many people as I can. That's why I'm here today. If you believe seniors deserve honest, evidence-based information, not what the $89 billion medical industry wants you to hear, hit subscribe right now. Hit the like button. Every click is a vote for the truth. This channel has no ads, no pharma sponsors, no supplement deals, just real medicine for real people. Step 1. The 30-degree transition. Before you stand, before you even swing your legs over, spend 90 seconds doing this. Prop yourself up to roughly a 30-degree angle. Roll slowly to your left side. Pause 30 seconds. Then bring yourself to seated on the edge of the bed. And sit there. Don't stand yet. A full 60 seconds, seated. When you stand suddenly from flat, blood pools in your lower legs due to gravity. Your cardiovascular system scrambles to compensate, and in seniors with stiff arteries, that scramble causes a sharp pressure spike. The 30-degree gradual transition gives your baroreceptors, the pressure-sensing cells in your arteries, time to adjust gently instead of firing in emergency mode. Studies show this single positional change reduces morning pressure spikes by up to 20 millimeters of mercury in adults over 65. One step, zero cost. Step 2. The bedside hydration rule. Keep a glass of water, about 10 ounces, on your nightstand every night. During that 60-second seated pause, sip it slowly, small sips, 10 seconds apart. Finish it before you stand. Remember the thick honey analogy? Early hydration begins thinning your blood within minutes. It reduces viscosity. It makes the fluid your heart is pumping actually movable. The physics are straightforward, and the effect on your morning pressure readings is measurable within weeks. One important note: hydrate before you take your medication. Many blood pressure medications, especially diuretics and ACE inhibitors, hit harder and more abruptly in a dehydrated state. Hydrate first, always. Discuss the timing with your doctor. Step 3. The 4-7-8 breathing reset. Now you're standing. Before anything else, before coffee, before the news, sit in a chair and spend 2 minutes on this. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. Exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. 4 cycles, under 2 minutes. The extended exhale is everything. A long pexhale directly stimulates your vagus nerve, the command line between your brain and your cardiovascular system. When it fires, your parasympathetic nervous system activates. Heart rate slows, vessels dilate, blood pressure drops. You are using pure neuroscience to counter the cortisol surge your body produces every morning at waking. You're hitting the brake pedal before your nervous system slams the accelerator. 3 steps, 3 minutes, 3 separate mechanisms: viscosity, gravitational transition, and nervous system activation, all addressed before your day even begins. Do this every morning for 6 weeks. Track your readings at the same time daily. The numbers will move. Next week, I'm releasing something that is going to upset a lot of people in the nutrition industry. 5 so-called heart-healthy foods sitting in your kitchen right now, foods your own doctor may have recommended, that are silently spiking your blood pressure and accelerating arterial stiffness. Number 3 will shock you, I promise. Subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss it. And leave me a comment. Which of the 3 steps surprised you most? I'm Dr. Adam Carter. Take care of your heart. It's the only one you've got.